Hello, friends. Hey, hey, hey. I feel like every time I do these, I just don't know what to say. And I feel like I invited people to a party and then all of you showed up and I'm like, I don't have anything to give you at this party. But what's everybody doing? What's today? It's today. I don't remember what day it is. Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. How's everybody's Wednesday evening? Perhaps Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, depending where you are in the world. Wednesday afternoon. Could be anything. I miss you guys. My day's been good. Atara, yes, maybe I will. Yeah, I just got back from visiting some friends, so this whole week I just get to jam and work on new stuff. It's finally off tour and can like settle in to things a little bit, which is always nice. Leslie, I see you. Atara, I see you. How's the new music? It's good. It's being explored. It's super early stages, and you'll get to kind of glimpse at that today. So just keep in mind everything you're hearing is being worked on. So if you hate it, it might get better. If you like it, it might get worse. Or if you like it now, maybe it'll get even better. Or if you hate it now, it might get even worse later on. But who knows? This is kind of fun. Happy birthday. It's Oswald. But I'm just going to kind of dive into this one thing I've been working on. I've been working on this for like a couple months, but I always like come back to it like a few times a week and just keep adding to it and taking away, and always trying to go at it with some fresh ears, but layers and get it to like actually sounding like a song. For those asking, or somebody said it looks like you work on music first, then lyrics. You're pretty right about that. But I feel like when working on something, I'm always kind of hearing melody ideas and song, like just different lyrics and different tiny little like sneak peeks at like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of subconscious things that go on, and you just have to kind of like pay attention and grab them. But I'm not going to share. I have a lot of lyrics for this, but I'm not going to share them yet. But when you're kind of building a track and working, this is just my method. I feel like everybody writes different, but I feel like kind of setting a vibe and building a track. Like sometimes you'll hear a weird frequency going on, or just like an interesting harmony of whether it's the synths or guitars lining up weird with. I don't know. I feel like sometimes little melodies or just notes will kind of stick out and kind of inspire. So I feel like kind of working on both of them together just kind of help. They like feed each other. So I always try and be like catering both at the same time. But my phone's gonna die, so I need to go get a charger. Someone said this sounds like the cover I did for Are You 10 Years Ago, and I actually kind of agree because it's the same key, and I think it's the same chord progression, much different beat, and one of the synths I'm using is actually one of the ones I used in that cover, but I feel like I used that synth on a lot of things, so. Nacho cheese or Cool Ranch Doritos? You could dip the nacho cheese in Cool Ranch, in just Cool Ranch, or just ranch. Anyway, if you want it, that could be kind of cool. What's my favorite song right now? I really have been very into Georgia Smith. Her whole record is really amazing. How's your creative process to go to match instrumentals with lyrics so that they flow together? Okay, that's a good question. I feel like I mentioned it earlier. I feel like a lot of things in like building a track can help inspire melodies, at least, and like rhythms with vocals. But I don't know, it really is just pulling a lot from like just your, I don't know, like not the ether, but like you have to keep your antennas up. You have to keep your like channel open. I feel like a lot of writing is just allowing yourself to be in it. But I'm gonna try and track some guitar. Favorite song on High is Hope. I love June a lot. Just waiting for some latency issue to get fixed real quick. Oh, there's 1,000. There's just 1,333 of you. 333. Come on. trying to jam some guitar, but my computer's being really slow, so forgive me. Play anything. Computer's being real slow. Is there ever going to be a NOLA 2? There could be. It was NOLA 1 is called NOLA 1 because that was the working title when we were recording it, and we just never changed it. But who knows, maybe there could be 2. Maybe we'll have to go back to New Orleans and write another song there. But that's one of my favorite songs on the record, and I feel like it was kind of overlooked. Or maybe it wasn't. I have no idea. I really don't know what anybody thought of anything on this on this record. But yeah, NOLA 1's one of my favorite tracks on the record. It was one of my favorites to make, and I feel like was the most... Oh, damn it. Which song was the easiest to write? I feel like NOLA 1 was one of the easiest to write. Because I feel like that was one of the most carefree ones to write. I remember Blake and I were in this, we stayed in these 2 different Airbnbs, and the first one we stayed in was this like guest house in this really old house in the Garden District. If anybody's been to the Garden District or just New Orleans in general, if you've been in the Garden District is like a really pretty area with all these crazy old houses, and it's very like, just has a very good energy there. And I think it was 2 Julys ago. It was in the summer, but I remember we had just like gone to Guitar Center, we rented a guitar, and we came back, and it was like this old vintage Fiesta Red Strat, and it was really fun to just be jamming on it. And I just remember playing that riff kind of as a joke, and I think I remember Blake was like, oh yeah, you should play, we should track over that. And then we just kind of started building the track, and then it ended up being really easy and effortless. And I'd actually written the lyrics the night before we started the track, so that's one of the only songs I think on the record that I ever wrote like the lyrics first to. Yeah. Computer is being really weird. It's kind of annoying. I'll pull up a different song and see if that's any better. The hardest song to write on the record, I feel like no songs are hard to write. There's just a time to be writing the song and a time to give a song space. Like, again, I mentioned it earlier, I feel like so much of songwriting is just kind of like waiting for the right moment and waiting for the right, like, openness in yourself and like having your antennas up. So I feel like nothing's ever hard to write. It's just sometimes just not the right time to be working on a particular song. So like both records when we worked with Blake were, and just I think carrying over into now, just in general, the approach has always been kind of just go with the flow. So like one day you might want to work on this track, one day you might want to work on another track. But I'm gonna pull up different tune. Da-da. What the hell is going on? Somebody typed the wrong type of symbol, and I was like, where's the symbol? But he meant symbol. I don't know what is going on with my computer, but everything's kind of glitching out. Mercury's in retrograde, it's probably why. Aw, Hannah, that's real sweet. I am pretty happy. In a good spot. Ooh, there's a lot of people talking about the aces up in here. I don't know why they would. I don't know why. Do you prefer acoustic or electric guitar? I always get really annoyed with acoustic guitar because you can only do so much with it. But I think there's also something really cool about that. Wow. Because it kind of forces you to reel something in. But I like electric much more because you can really just vibe out. You can make it into whatever you want. see if this works. Here we go. What the hell's going on? I was like so stoked to jam some guitars on this thing, and then I don't know what's going on. I need an engineer. Meet my friend Anthony. Can we get a skin routine, please? Oh, thank you. I'm just figuring that out, actually. Because touring makes everything impossible to figure out. Does my computer have the wheel of death on it? Yeah. Or like the beach ball of death. Yeah. This just keeps happening. I don't know. Yeah, let me try some things out. Cool. Seriously, I hate your computer right now. Me too. That makes two of us. Glad we can agree. I can't hate it because it does crazy things at the same time. So, gotta be patient with it. Let's see. Alright. I need to figure out what's going on, and I actually have to go. So I will hang for a couple more minutes, say hey, and yeah. I'm going to do more of these, I think, over the summer, because it's fun and kind of lets me test the waters with you guys a little bit. Yeah. Let you in on the creative process a little bit. This is kind of like how things always start off. It's just like basic idea and then elevating it. But I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with my computer, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you soon. Grandma's trying to figure out how to end this thing. There we go.